If you haven't yet upgraded to pfSense 2.7.1, if you're using the Community Edition, or 23.0.9 if you're using pfSense Plus, with the recent changes, you might be a little bit concerned, and hopefully this video will give you a little bit of peace of mind and show you what to expect. Should you upgrade? Well, yes, of course. Can it cause you some problems? It depends. If you're using OpenVPN, mainly with older encryption algorithms, then yes, it can cause you a problem. If you've got OpenVPN server running and you've got 20, 50, 100 clients and using older encryption algorithms or older hashes, then yeah, they will break and your clients will break and they'll no longer be able to connect. I'm going to walk through the major changes. We'll have a look at the issues with the changing from isc-dhcp server to the new Kia one, which I do suggest that you hold off on for the time being because there are quite a few issues with that. It's got basic functionality, and by basic, I mean basic. But right now, let's see what we need to do to get you on 2.7.1 and jump right in. We scroll down to major changes and features. OpenSSL upgraded to 3.0.12. It was an essential change because 1.1.1 has reached end of life and will no longer receive security patches for vulnerabilities. This means that a number of older, weaker encryption and hash algorithms have been removed, and security certificates based on these older, weaker hashes have been deprecated. So there's a blog post on this topic, which they recommend you read before upgrading. What it boils down to, encryption algorithms removed from OpenVPN include ARIA, Blowfish, Cast5, DES, DSX, IDEA, RC2, RC5, SEED and SM4. The hash algorithms removed from OpenVPN include MD4, MDC2, SM3 and Whirlpool. So if you're using any of these algorithms in your current OpenVPN configuration, things will break and you need to address this before upgrading to 2.7.1. Another point is that the isc-dhcp server is being deprecated in favor of the Kia DHCP server. It's got basic functionality in 2.7.1, but it's not feature complete, and there's a blog post on that. So I'll address that later. It's not really a big concern at the moment because it's an opt-in feature. You can still carry on using the isc-dhcp for now, so we'll take a look at that in a bit. It's easy enough to change over if you want, but there are a couple of issues with it, so we need to look at them before moving over. The other major change is PHP upgraded to 8.2.11, and the operating system has been upgraded as well. So let's take a look at OpenVPN and exactly what might break. This system's currently on 2.7.0, so the older encryption and hash algorithms are still in this system. And if we take a look at OpenVPN, go to add a server. Okay, so the server configuration, if you've already got your server configured, then you need to check this first. So data encryption algorithms here for your server configuration are all listed. Now, the ones that are being deprecated, obviously all these SM4s, the SEED, the RC5s, RC2s, IDEA, DES, they're all going to be removed in 2.7.1. So if your OpenVPN server uses these, you need to address this seriously before upgrading because all your clients will be locked out. So you can check that there. And again, your certificates could have an issue, so let's take a look at the certificates. OpenSSL 3.0 no longer supports certificates signed with SHA-1 or other older weak hashes. The minimum is SHA-256. So if your OpenVPN certificates are using that, they're gonna fail, which is listed here. So if an OpenVPN instance is using a weak certificate, the instance is disabled as there's no viable general automated recovery method. So again, you need to make sure your certificates are up to scratch. So open VPN page using SHA-1 certificates will fail, but such issues must be corrected on the page. So you need to deal with reissuing certificates or whatever on the page here. Other consumers of certificates, such as add-on packages, may be similarly affected and cannot automatically be adjusted. Let's head over and take a look at the actual certificate. So if you go into System Certificates and Certificates, we press this information icon. I know this is not an OpenVPN certificate, I'm just showing you how to have a look. So you can see the signature digest for this is SHA-256. If you're showing SHA-1 in here, then you're going to have to reissue the certificate and reissue it to all the clients. So that really could be a headache. And the same with your certificate authorities. So if you go into System Certificates Authorities, if your signature digest shows RSA SHA-1, that's going to break your clients as well. So that's another thing you need to address. So what this system says, it's on the latest version. So we're going to go into System, going into Update. And I'm going to change this to latest stable release. I'm going to go ahead and confirm this. Okay, that took a while, but we seem to be back, so let's try and log back in. So we're on 2.7.1. It's showing 2.3.09 is available because this used to have the plus version on it, but I reinstalled it with CE. Not sure why it's showing 2.3.09 is available. Anyway, let's go back into VPN and open VPN. And I'm just gonna, obviously I've got no server set up on here, but I just want to go back and take a look at these features. Now, if we have a look here, you'll see and notice that this list is now a lot shorter than what it was. So basically, all the deprecated encryption algorithms have been removed. So that would have caused you an issue if you was using that and you had clients using that. Let me just switch back. Just readdressing the certificate. I've just gone back into certificate authorities. Now you'll notice where it says signature digest, it's highlighted in yellow, showing that it's a weak digest, so it's no longer usable. It's pointless discovering it after the upgrade, though. You want to check that before the upgrade, as I've shown you how to do that previously. Finally, let's address this Kia DHCP issue. So there's a blog on the topic. I'll leave links in the description to all these resources. So it's got basic functionality, but it's missing the following DHCP server features. So local DNS resolver forwarder registration for static and dynamic DHCP clients, remote DNS server registration, DHCP IPv6 prefix delegation, high availability failover, least statistics and graphs, and custom DHCP options. So at this stage, I would upgrade to 2.7.1, but I'd stick on the isc-dhcp server and just follow the updates. Again, I'll leave the links in the description, but just follow how that's going on, and I'd basically wait for that to become a bit more stable than what it is. If you've not already upgraded to 2.7.1, or 23.0.9. I hope this video helps. I do this stuff so you don't have to, because I'm doing it on a daily basis. If this video was useful, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you hit the notifications icon, you'll get notifications of any new videos that we do. We appreciate any support we can get for the channel.